in this country. So, as we start, I would like to make a question, the RUF. And the first place I really want, because people want to know why they form the RUF, want to know the really small. This question will go to Madam Agnes Mani, commonly known as Creole Mami. So you can tell me small why they form the RUF?
Thank you.
Okay.
Family on our question. RUF may form as an intelligent military organization well defined for pull all voting system in this country because Sierra Leone don't go backward. For the matter of fact, Africa as a whole, peace not there. So the only solution to what we country, the revolution, now go solve the Sierra Leone problem. I thank you.
Well, we want to tell the commander of the, of the women at the RUF, the G group, Madam Agnes, Lieutenant Madam Agnes Manning, commonly known as Creole Mami. We tell you thank you for your brief definition of why we want to form the RUF from the time, because people in the area of the RUF, some of us not been get the opportunity for absolutely lay hands or sight on the RUF. Now that you don't come, this is a privilege for me even to talk to you. So I want to tell you plenty, thank you for that. Now the next question we will get now this with itself. We want to know exactly why we decide as a group RUF for can join everybody school and announce it, the people in non-welcome now, why we decide for can join them. This question will go to Lieutenant Colonel Issa Asantise, group commander, the battlefield commander, battle group commander.
Family Ronaldo. By me, when you talk at the bar, I don't introduce me, then I call Issa. Yes, the brother asked me the question, so why me to come out from the bush? Yes, not to say because we recognize Major Kuma as we don't take the action for Batum, but we too, the Area 5 Command, we receive an instruction from leader of our police, Sibana Samko, say if we come and join with brothers in Africa, then our brothers then, and if we work together, take all orders from the Major Paul Kuma, if we take all orders from him, as we own big border, and if we work together with all the other borders then, when I Sierra Leone meet to go army. So, as we said, when they come for work with the borders then, we're ready for work with the borders then. And we appreciate the efforts who Major Paul Kuma don't bring total peace in Salone. Because the war be there against the war be there between we the rebels and the Salone army. But now, we start the war from 91. They overtook the APC. From that, the NPRC come over, we be expect the NPRC will call we. For organized we, but they not been do that. So still the war continue. Sijan Kabanka, he say in the bring total peace in Salone. We leader go to the desk, then sign the peace accord, while in the organized Kamajo. Yeah. So they still fight through, the fighting continue until the major don't take over, they don't call we. So we said, we tell the major and all the members of the government, we tell them plenty thank you, and we say we appreciate the effort. So for we the rebels then nobody think, say, we go back for, we go fight through borders then. We don't go ever fight through borders then no more. The only thing we go bring war again at Salone, that's not the Nigerians then. If then say, then we can't put the hand inside our own internal problem, but we say we go for defend ourselves. But between we and we borders then, as me they tell you now, for the mosquito not in our but me they in charge. At the battle group commander. As me don't tell you now, say, this is not total peace, Major John Paul Kuma, don't bring Kana Salone. Any peaceful citizen for recognize Major Kuma and we serve because we not just take the arm for nothing. There's a reason we take the arm. So we come out of the bush, we come out of the bush. Finally, we know they ever pray to God for let we go back in the bush. Because it's enough now for let we the Sierra Leoneans will kill yourself. So I thank you plenty.
Well, this is very inspiring, this kind of explanation we give, because that's any loving Sierra Leone go on for you. That's una will be the effect to ourselves and bring trouble and all the rest of it. When I say enough is enough. I believe say even the one that we know to citizens of this country self, as long as they are citizens of the world, they are human beings and then go like for you, then come with there. And no amount of any other thing will make another thing crop up for bring destruction, whereby lives and properties of people will be destroyed. So I want to tell you plenty thank you for this kind of brilliant explanation we give. I think that's enough, absolutely, according to my own opinion. Yes. So I tell you thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Now the next thing where I would like to know, where people would like to know, are citizens of this country, and I believe the international world at large. And we want to know, because we understand, see, and we don't even understand, because we know, see, actually a peace treaty we don't sign at Abidjan, November 30th, 1996. But between the lines, we can't understand, see, this peace treaty with them signed, you know what was again. So the thing will collapse. So on this regard, I go have to know exactly what we bring this lapse with this peace treaty for collapse. If I go on that, I would like to ask we own brother and with Daddy, we are the chairman for People's War Council, Mr. SYB Rogers, for making explain more why this peace treaty collapsed. Because a lot of people go on to understand that.
In the first place, the Abidjan Peace Accord will carry on quite pleasantly. We will be there at Abidjan. Now we try to promote, the peace accord so that peace will restore and we more the land. But in as much our leader put it Sanko, so by that time he may not accept and respect the peace agreement with the government of the SFP, President Kaba, with them in Kerambo to meet the RUF, the facilitators with the Ivorian government. Now they will facilitate that process there, and we will respect the peace accord. But we will go to a certain extent with detect the peace accord, the government of President Kaba, they not be serious at all, because what will be done is suspect for see a lot of hidden agendas that they don't do inside the peace accord. So we've been there on the peace accord. We see the arrangement of the Kamajors, where them in the try for gain our position. At the time, we all been there at Abidjan. But this was the arrangement where President Kaba and his cohort, where they been there inside the government, they been arranged. On the name to the RUF, because we respect the Yamoussoukro communicate so that the ceasefire will be really observable. At that time, little did we know that the government then they plan for do something. So if we have been see RUF, then they try for dislodge opposition. So now that time they were the ceasefire been there on, where we not been ready for fight again. We been advised with combatants so that they were able to stop the fighting, because at that time the peace accord they don't on track. But the former government of President Kaba, they've been derailed the peace process. One, they've been trying for dislodge the entire leadership and the RUF as a whole in this country, so that they go win the RUF militarily. But this was very impossible. So number two, they tried, for we own external delegation, which they represent us, during the time of the peace accord, even on the consolidation of peace. When they came here, they tried to bring, starting confusion by asking them in order to make a sort of splinter group in the RUF SL. And those people were not important. We gave them the assignment for say, therefore go represent the RUF because other caliber of people, they've been there inside the RUF. But where they go, the instructions given to them, so by the RUF, they really deviate from the instruction. Then they go on in alliance with President Kaba to host the leadership of Fode Sanko. But on the ground there, I am the chairman of the People's War Council. So whatever happens on the ground there, the combatants, they really respect the leadership. Even though we leader Corporal Fode Sanko, he be there out, but yet still people that in there, where they therefore actually bring, sanity, on the ground. So as a result, we respect the peace. The peace will not be collapsed on we own side. Now the government side, now they really decide for break away the peace. And we, the RUF, will be there for defend we said. We'll not be there on the offensive, but we defend we said. And as such, and so the whole team be done there until we really say the door Oster, of which we, the RUF, we are really happy because President Kababi one vow out to us we leader. But you see anything at this world, once we there on the truth, and so we say, and people, God will judge who is right or who is wrong. So the thing where it be planned for, let we overthrow Fode Sanko, and we will stand firm for say Fode Sanko is the only answer, and is the only answer to peace in this country. So I stop so far.
Well, I want to tell you plenty thank you for your excellent and brilliant explanation we give with waiting make the RUF that peace when go sign with Tijan Kaba, the former president Tijan Kaba collapsed. So because a lot of people are so confused about the whole issue, we not be know exactly why this thing before take place. We understand not to common people and dance at the country, even Pekin itself, when they received the peace called the non-sign of November 30th, 1996. Motoka and Kana also then blow all over the city. At a point we just say the RUF then said don't take arms and forfeit back again because they're not so satisfied. Some of us don't know if they're not so satisfied or they just deny, not for respect, the communicate. But we tell God thank you because we need to educate the people on why the peace collapsed. So one for tell you plenty thank you for that. Now the next question where the population therefore know or we don't want to know about. Now that we don't come join the AFRC, they are want to know exactly because a lot of things that they go around and say even unity between UNA with the AFRC. We really want to know why that will be. If that not be, we want to know exactly how they fare on with the AFRC. This question will go to Captain Lawrence.
And somebody I'm gonna do it again. As far as me concerned, from who don't join with the brothers then, the relationship between we and them, as far as me concerned, is very cordial. Because this now the kind of atmosphere will be the await. So since the brother come and invite we for join them in the name of peace, backed by the order we leader been sent for work along with the brothers then, and that we for take orders from them, and also with the eagerness for peace, who said we don't pray for, we don't waste any time. We can one time, we come on at the bush from all we front lines for join the brothers then. And since we don't join them, you go hardly see difference between we and them. Sometimes the only difference no more, then will be the uniform. Because then they inside